All Super Pro wrestle persons are highly trained professional athletes. Do not attempt to copy their performances or actions. This program is solely intended for your viewing pleasure.
Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
So, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, hello, welcome. Summit, match, bet in a second. Knew there was something I forgot to set up. How's everyone doing? There, betting, now live. Ready for you, go bet. Bet your hot dog handshakes, who will win? Duncan Furious or the Big Chef? I bring you fire. So Big Chef still not really able to lift himself up the table. 2 wins, 7 losses. Against Duncan Furious, who's, I'm not going to lie, performing better than I expected on 6 wins free at the moment. There we go. So how has everyone been today? In this unfairly hot day? Because, at least in Scotland, it's been unfairly hot compared to what we're used to. I get that, Stars, and I've been kind of that way today myself. Kind of low energy. It's kind of why I didn't do anything myself yesterday. I was just kind of, can't be bothered. But now I've got to run because we've got like Block B tomorrow. And then Thursday we've got Dan the Dad. Then on Friday we'll be back doing Phasmo with Rush and Raibuka. And our fourth this week is going to be Slip from New Legacy Inc. I've already messaged Rush about it, Jim, and I know Raibuka knows what it is anyway. I'm sure Raibuka's played it with Jen before. But yeah, Rush sounds interested. Holy moly! These two just straight up ruining each other's lives. And the big chef gets the win. Woo! 91% between these two. What a start. Hell of a start. So that means ten matches going. Duncan Furious is 1-6, lost 4. That's decent. Meanwhile, Big Chef finally getting more points on the board. He's down there only on 6 points. No doubt. That may change if he can keep up that kind of performance. And that. Hey Otar, how you doing? Not that you can hear me because you've got the audio off, but still. While I set up, someone tell Lotar that, hey, how you doing, and wishing you the best. I just noticed something I need to fix there. Okay, so Next match is Rob Downey, who managed to get another win on the board on the last match day. Good for him, but he's got a tough challenge if he wants to keep that going against Xiao Da. Ooh, just a wee bit. Also, I don't pay much mind to WWE anymore, but I can now say that the WWE Raw Women's Champion once loudly called me a fanny on Sauchiehall Street, so that's a thing. Got reminded of that on Twitter earlier. Yeah, so Rob Downey is currently on 3 wins, 6 losses. Xiao Da a bit further up, 5 wins and 4 losses. A European fanny, yes, Starjin. Like, I bumped into her once in Sauchiehall Street. It was after a wrestling show, but I wasn't at the show because the same night the Wild Hearts had been playing at the ABC down the road, and me and Joanna went to that instead. So, like, we were going down to Pomfrey, which is right next to the garage where ICW ran, just to get some chips, and we bumped into Nikki, Demo, and what's his face? Tommaso Ciampa, and another unnamed reprobate. And Nikki was being her usual self, and we were like, "Oh, how are you? Did you enjoy the show?" And I was like, "I wasn't there, I was at the Wild Ups at the ABC." And she was, "You were a fanny!" really loudly in the middle of Sauchiehall Street, and it was funny. And I was playing, well, the Wild Arts, they're like one of me and Joanna's band. We had to go and see them, and we got the tickets like before this wrestling show went on sale, and she was kind of doing her. And if anyone's ever seen Nikki in person doing shit in character, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Like, kind of, I guess I'll be. I guess that's alright. Oh. Downey managed to hit the master stroke there, but not able to capitalise. If anything, just acted as a transitional maneuver against the raw power that is Xiao Da. Big vertical suplex there from Downey. As he continues to try and wear down the Chinese powerhouse. As evidence there, he's out at 2. Oh, just gets floored with the lariat once more. Da, off the ropes, clothesline. Either I've misread that at first, Jim, and I thought you meant like turning up like a cow, like that, like when David Lynch was trying to get Laura Dern an Oscar. But it's like her sat outside, like the performance centre with a cow, and a big banner with like Rob Downey's art, like of her as a superhero on it or something, for your consideration. And anyone that doesn't know that story, yes, as a publicity stunt to try and get people to notice Laura Dern for an Oscar, David Lynch sat with a billboard and a cow. Super kick from Downey. As he continues to try and work it down. Zelda hits the master stroke. Da just barely. Jason Strong. Downey hits the ropes, hits the face buster. Oh! They're just sent into the mat there. Comes up with a running splash. Oh, it's so good, right? Forever Craig, it's like one of my favourite films. Jota gets the victory. Literally nobody thought Downey was winning that one. Love you, Rob, but let's be honest, it wasn't gonna, was it? So 98%. Damn fine match. So that moves Zelda up to 12 points. Also, Zelda's highest rated match of the thing so far. Which is weird because I'm sure there's been ones that I personally thought were better. But what are you going to do? And don't forget, hi Space King Bobby, how you doing? Don't forget, that link there is for a Google Doc I have set up where I constantly update the table standings as the show goes on. What have we got next? Whoa! CM Chainsaw. Going up against Robin Jones. No further ado, just jumping straight into this one. Betting will be live momentarily.
Chainsaw! What? A motherfucking chainsaw! What?
Sakuma did it. So Chainsaw is on 6 wins, 3 losses. Robin Jones on 4 wins, 5 losses. So neither of them fully out of the running yet.
Chocolate starfish!
Robin Jones looking to climb further up the table, having a quiet little laugh to themselves.
Fight!
Here we go! Ooh, full. Jones taking advantage with the elbows there, followed by the chop to the chest. Chainsaw firing back with a dragon screw leg whip. Oh, I think he was going for the Rapidu already, but Jones managed to reverse her way out of it. Lighting up the chest there. Use for uranium bombs! Like that kind of fun? Alright, here we go, here we go. Chainsaw getting the better of the strikes. Missed with, let's be honest, quite a slow rolling elbow there. Jones hooks up the legs. Could not make Chainsaw tap. Snap suplex. Bit of an odd move to go for a cover after. What are you thinking, Chainsaw? Okay, it's caught on a belly suplex. Yes, Chainsaw, you missed 3 matches so far. No wait, 2. This is the 3rd match. Big Chef defeated Duncan Furious as Yao Dad defeated Rob Downey. Both by pinfall. Trying for the Ghetto Clutch. Chainsaw having none of that shit. Kicks the leg out the leg. I misread that as temporal secretary. Is that like an inward self-help thing or something? Drops to the chest, trying to roll the chainsaw up. It's a Doctor Who spinner. I can't get high enough to do the feed. Full lot of tech chops in this one. Did Matt Perry play Inspector Spacetime, or am I misremembering that? Oh, nice rolling elbow there.
Give up. Give up.
No, wait, it was, what's his face? Matt Lucas. I'm pretty sure Matt Berry was in an episode of Community though. Now a sec, I'm going to look this up. Yes, he is in an episode. I mean, it was season 6, so it was like after it kind of went downhill a bit, but still. Hitting that kick combo as he likes to do. Hoisted up! Texas Chainsaw Massacre! And Chainsaw gets the victory.
A chainsaw! What? A motherfucking chainsaw! What?
Look at it. So that puts Chainsaw up on 14 points. And we're having some good match ratings tonight. I'm not mad about it. Chainsaw. Pardon? Right, next up, Jinx versus Evie Hyde. Sure, none of them are here. Okay. Because you know what's going to happen? One day everyone will turn up and I'll have to do every match. Look at him go, look at him go, look at him go, look at him go. Take cover. Go behind, low blow, elbow, snap suplex. Elbow. Elbows. Scoop slam. Spinning wicket. Snap suplex. Spread degree. Broke the nose. Game a cat and also cat. She might be hurt. So that puts Jinx up to 6 points now, finally. That's 2 wins in a row. No, too bad. Yep, critical by Fujiwara armbar, Jim. Yes, Sofia Vergara has struck. I wonder what would happen if we let Sofia Vergara referee a match. Because next up, it is Sean Cass versus Duke Yeehaw. Cass is on 4 wins, 5 losses. Duke Yeehaw 3 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Of course, that time limit draw against Onigiri Toru. When I say ye, you say haw. Say it. Yee! Duke Yeehaw, the representative of NSFW, part of the stable Gaijin force. Did he say ye or ye earns? Alright, when Jim says ye, you say haw. I have just blessed Jim with unimaginable power. Scoop slam. I feel like this is like earlier on when Speedball had to take a break and he was like, Ian Skinner, you're in charge of the chat, but with not as much potential for disaster. Full! Full! You see the blood loss taking its toll on Duke Yeehaw. Cubes, probably, Roberto. Duke Yeehaw wins. So Duke Eho finally starting to string some good wins together, or good results rather. After let's be honest, a pretty poor start. So as things are right now, that moves Eho quite a bit up the table. Although we are still at the stage, we're still early on, so there is a few people like bunched together. Next up. Oh, this one might cause some division. Albino versus Onigiri Toru. I hate maths as well, Jim. So I've got that Google Doc to help me with the averages. Oh, no sweat, Bobby. Never need any more pointers or advice, just let me know. So who the chat got here? Only 2 bets in so far. Spike Dragon a bit confident in Albino, it looks like. This should be a damn fine contest. That's true, Albino definitely the more experienced of the two. 3rd generation wrestler as well. Right off the ropes, and again with nothing. As these two seem to have each other well scouted so far. Saying that, it seems to be Albino has it on a Onigiri Toru scouted. No, wait, in the lore, Jim, his granddad was a wrestler as well. His dad was, if I remember right, his dad was El Topper, and his granddad was El Dan Dare. Oh, looking for a hugely unorthodox submission here. There we go. Albino Kids. Oh! Welcome in, Otar! How you doing? Otar, of course, in the main event, the group leader in the main event tonight. against Ayla, who really hates other people's arms. Let's see if Otar can, for now, remain at the pinnacle of Skelpie Bum Mountain, that is Block A. Yeah, I can see it, Jim. I don't really pay attention, and it was something you said, so I assumed it was okay. I'm assuming it was snuff. Hey Swedish, how you doing? Oh, Albino's setting up. That earthquake dropped, but Toru's still in it. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's a thing. After the summit tonight, I'm going to do another run of Monster Brawl with Swedish Ace. Beautiful! Leg catch kick again from Toru. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. And there's that unorthodox offense we were talking about. A beautiful combination. But Albino trying to go up top himself, it didn't quite work out for him. But he's staying on Toru here, goes up top. Missed with the splash. Oh, both had similar ideas. Going for a strike, both missed. Drop toe hold into the finger bang again. Albino though driving. Toru down onto the knees. Continuing to work their limbs, and now they go back and forth again. Hooah, ha, hooah, ha. And down goes Albino from those liver kicks. Remember, if you want to kick his liver, you've got to get with his frames. Oh, setting up. Destroyer. And Toru nearly got Albino there, and despite how impressive Toru has been since debuting here in the Wrestleverse, you would have to call him defeating Albino an upset. In position for the running diamond cutter, but couldn't capitalise. Now it's Albino's turn off the top with the facebuster, simple, effective stuff, followed by a DDT. Setting up for the earthquake splash. Toru's still in it. Engacho! Pop-up car! Toru is just going for it here. Hits the ropes again. Pop-up Rana. Albino though. Off the nuts! But spent too much time taunting. Toru was able to recover. He's so mighty. Oh, got up top. Hits the splash. just firing in with those kicks. Elbow off the top. Around it, Dace. Oh, he went for the handspring elbow. Albino had it scouted. Frog splash. Again, both going for individual strikes and capture. And Onigiri Toru has defeated Albino.
And we're sort of fine with that.
Hell of an encounter, 94%. That gets Onigiri Toru that bit further up the table. Puts him now on 10 points.
We're gonna be talking about the penis!
That is yet another falter for Albino. In fact, Toru and Albino now level on points. Wait a minute. What's on here? This is Albino's last match. Scratch that, I'd made a mistake. Yeah, so the Albino's actually on 12. But still, it is further climbing for Onigiri Toru, who's now up at round about mid-table. Next up, Bronson Lee versus... Oh, so we've got a proper hated heel versus a crowd favourite here. In Bronson Lee versus Eddie Violet. So Bronson, 6 wins, 3 losses. Taking on Eddie Violet, who has the inverse, 3 wins and 3 wins and 6 losses. Oh, so winning the last 2 the matches. So yeah, Jinx beat Evie, Duke Yeehaw beat Sean Cass, and now Onigiri Toru beat Albino. Stamp the fingies, kick the chest, kick the gut, stamp the fingies. A Fujiwara armbar, no less. Slap fight. No, it's Bronson. Won't somebody stop this man? I don't have the energy to do the fast commentary tonight. I am very happy that Nikki is the women's champ. NEJ. But as I said before you came in, there is now a WWE champion who once loudly called me a fanny in the middle of Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow. Oh, Bronson bomb! All because I went to see the Wild Hearts instead of a wrestling promoter, and Bronson gets the win cleanly this time, might I add. And that's probably Bronson's best match so far.
Move this man!
One of them, anyway. And it's sad to see the descent down the table of Eddie Violet, former Grand Champion, who has to be wondering what he's doing wrong. Next up, two friends are going to beat each other up. Of course we do, Shenson. Of course we do. Who wants to see two friends beat each other up? Because why not? Dragon Spike versus Richard G. Hawk. Who you got, chat? Dragon Spike, who is currently 4 wins, 5 losses. Richard G. Hawk, slightly less with 3 wins, 6 losses. Both seem to have turned their fortunes around recently. Here comes Pier 6 champion. He will be defending that at the end of the month if rules are for fools.
Fight!
versus the shoot style technician here. I was about to say they were being cautious with each other, but big short arm clothesline there for Richard G. Hawk. Gets those shots to the midsection again, just kind of feeling each other out here. Well, it seems to be Hawk going for the bigger moves already. And we've seen this before, Dragon Spike can be a slow starter. Likes to get a feel for his opponents before going in with moves like the fifth hook, and you will see him lock that in throughout. He doesn't always get the win with it, but it is great for weighing down opponents. Oh! And when, this is what I was about to say, when he gets going, he will do real damage. Yeah, Dragon Spike living by the mantra that shoes are just speed bumps for your feet. That's why he doesn't wear gloves either. Hands, of course, being the feet of the arms. There it is again. Had him like a rat. And that kick busting open Dragon Spike. You saw him get a bit of distance to try and collect his thoughts before going right back for the leg. Sit-ups. Goes line, but Dragon Spike regaining control again and going to the first hook. Oh, caught back elbow in the corner. Snap suplex. Or a hatch variation of. Right now, Pop is control. Setting Spike up. Turned him inside out with the lariat, but went for the cover too close to the ropes. And a shot to the gut there that'll knock in. Oh, see him still a bit dazed as he got up there. And there it is again. Shot to the sternum, and down goes Richard G. Hawk. It is happening again. Sofia Vergara has struck. So that gets the win for Dragon Spike, moves him up to 10 points. Might have been a lower rating, but a win is a win. Alright, who is following that? Oh, this one should be good. Who wants two strong boys? As it is the first ever meeting between Naomichi Suzuki and Henry Rivers. Who have you got? Just to take a look at those records. Naomichi Suzuki is on 4 wins, 5 losses. Henry Rivers, 6 wins, 3 losses.
Fight.
Naomichi in control to begin with. Wild swings from both men there. Oh, those take over. An odd combination there. Driving down the arm followed by a deadlift German that he didn't hold on to for the pin.
Give up.
Now they trade submission holds. And let's face it, neither is going to make the other tap this early on.
Yeah.
Down goes Naomichi. Henry suplex to the outside, he's back in, raring to go. A lot of these maneuvers being employed by Naomichi here.
Give up.
Henry locked into submission again. Didn't get the tap, but it will have done some damage to the upper part of the body of Naomichi Suzuki. It's the ropes for a double stomp right into the back. Like Hurricane Rana, Henry fortuitous to land at the ropes. Takes it back now, gets caught by that kangaroo kick. Had just enough left to fend Naomichi off there to try and buy himself a bit of breathing room. Shooting star press though. Henry fired back with those speedball kicks. Kick to head. first in the corner. Henry trying to fight back, goes up to him. Beautiful moonsault. Too close to the ropes. Will have knocked the wind out of Naomichi a bit, you would think. Naomichi, though, fighting back with planting Henry up top. Poison Rana! Henry up, and you can see it put on his feet. Oh, or was he playing possum? Knocks Suzuki over again with the double stomp. Both had the similar idea. Big suplex there by Suzuki. Henry, though, is just firing up. Beautiful. Technical roll through into the cover. Nearly got him. DDT there. But Henry, again, firing up. Beautiful head scissors there. Off the ropes again. Into the satellite DDT. Oh, he's feeling it. He's dancing. Kangaroo kick changes the momentum. Sky Twister. Henry was too close to the ropes and now has him Taylor powerbomb. Now Henry gets the win. Damn fine match.
And we're sort of fine with that.
Henry continuing his push up at the top of the table, or toward the top of the table at least. A lot of those competitors still level on points. That does move Henry up onto 14 points. What? Who's a pervert? I didn't say anything. Thank you, the Saviour 9121, for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the C64 Summit, a 64-person G1 style tournament. Next up, it is Casey Logan, last year's defeated finalist. Going up against Kingpin Jim. So Casey Logan, a bit of a slow start, starting to string some results together now. 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 9 points in total. Going up against Kingpin Jim, who has 6 wins, 3 losses to his name. As Casey starts trying to get that form back that took them to the finals last year. Facing a tough opponent. as they try to string some more results together.
Fight.
Oh god, Logan got up top already. Jim fought his way out, missed with the moonsault. Hey Ruby, how you doing? Then we see Johnny Blood versus Dakota Kai 2 via Pro Wrestling. Maybe. Someday. As of right now though, doing a 64 person G1 style tournament, and Johnny Blood is one of the participants. Johnny Blood will be facing Tom Newton in tonight's semi-main event. On the last match day, Johnny actually suffered his first loss of the tournament.
Bring it.
So I had to say hi, wish everyone well. Sleep being a long and a very hot day for it. Oh, no problem at all, Ruby. Thank you for at least popping in. Very thankful to have you. I'm going to assume, the Saviour, that's how you found this channel then, because I did put a video of the Johnny Dakota Kai match up on YouTube. For anyone new or not who doesn't know what that's about, last year I did a charity stream. Johnny from New Legacy Inc. was one of the people who was kind enough to come in and help out with that. And I did set up Johnny versus Dakota Kai match. It's a surprise for him. Oh, giving it to Jim Stinkin. Curb stomp on the floor. Jim just stood right back up like an absolute mad lad. Beautiful moonsault came a bit too close to the ropes. Sends Logan into the ropes. Hits the cheeks. Could be setting up for a flash kick. Got it! And Logan's right back up. These two are fired up here. Drives the face into the knee, goes for a cover. Oh, Jim Jam Arcade Edition. No sold. Both of them are just like, fuck your finish here. They meet up again, Hurricane Rana. Logan with the Phoenix Splash. Too close to the ropes. Lazy Boy Brainbuster. Sending Logan to the floor. This is very much a what is your finisher, kid, so I can kick the fuck out of it. Logan going up top again. Big drop kick to the back of the head of Jim. No stopping there. Comes off with the stomp. Jim firing back now. You fool! Shiny metal ass! I know he's dancing, Maggle. Flying closely. Logan fires back. Combination of kicks, going for the cover. Jim dodging that volley there. Another Lazy Boy Brainbuster to the floor. He's not stopping there. Pushing in the shotgun sees he flies over top with that huge tope suicida. Another curb stomp to the floor. Jim just stood up. What the fuck is going on? Jim retaining control rather here. Another flying clothesline. Logan back up. Here they go. Spinning volley. Looking for the curb stop. Jim knows. What the fuck is this match? Cover. Breakdance leg drop there for Jim. Followed by the release suplex. Jim is out on apron. Flies back in with the cheeks. Gets caught by a toe hold though. Phoenix splash. Both back to their feet. Both up the ropes. Tried for the slime blade. Jim scouted. Leapfrog. Shane, you might last to the outside. Then what a combination that is from Kingpin Jim. Huge double stomp to the chest there. Neither of them willing to give an inch. Flash kick, and Logan's right back up. Welcome back, Lotar. This match is insane. Hits the ropes, takes the back, and just a huge knee. Jim's recovered again though. DDT, drove him right into the mat. Sliding drop kick into the cover. Logan keeps Jim down and gets the points on the board. What a fucking match. Yeah, that match fucking ruled. 100% wouldn't have accepted anything less. Boom! That puts Casey Logan up onto 11 points. Does it? In a second, I fucked up again. Yep, up onto 11 points. Basically the fuck up was I forgot to count the Albino Casey Logan match from last time on the table. Oh, what a good match that was though. Next. It's Strike up next. Oh, it's the Good Doctors in the chat.
Is that a pistol in your pocket, baby? Or are you just glad to see me? Whoa!
Oh, and thank you for the bit of Steel Morrigan. You lovely human, you. Totally through my brain. Next up, Chris Strike versus Brian J. After a solid start, Brian J. Met his match a few times. Still up there. Straight 5 wins, 4 losses. Brian J 6-3. Oh, hey Dougie, how you doing? Who will be left with the Limp Bizkit after this match?
We're going to be talking about the penis.
Are we though? I'm doing alright, Dougie. I've had a bit of a lazy day. I ate a penis? See what yous have done? A pizza and a half before going live. Flip it and you're fucking fired. Yes, Ginger Pimpernel. Gamer, wrestling fan, penis muncher, apparently. God damn, Strike was giving it to him stinking there. Vance McMinch doesn't tell me what to do. Takes a win. I don't know why it does that for like with the likes like sometimes and not other times. Weird. Like the Twitch clip links, I mean. Brian J. Soldiers on 14 points now. Freudian slip if ever there was one, right? Oh, the crowd's going to be split here. So we've got a match. Between two people who haven't been doing as well as they would like in the table. One has at least got a couple of wins on the board. The other has not. Canadian Zebra versus Blue Jam. Take a look at Canadian Zebra. They're both down there. In fact, the bottom two as it stands, well, albeit Canadian Zebra, joint second bottom alongside Tom Newton. Zebra on 2 wins, 7 losses. Lulu Jambo 8 wins, 1 draw. No wins. Super Pro Wrestling has come to terms with so everyone. It's a cover of Wiggle song done by The Living End. I've got no fucking idea what they are.
Fight.
Here we go. This is a big one here. Ooh, just clean through the head there. Back and forth snap there for Jambo. Some big points being bet on Canadian Zebra here. Knee to the gut.
Chocolate starfish! Give up?
We would never sign him, good doctor. Even before all this shit came out, that guy couldn't draw a crowd on a fucking Etch-a-Sketch. Shoulder tackles there from Canadian Zebra. And there's the titty smack battle. Who's coming out on top in this one? That would be Zeeb. Straight into the figure 4 leg lock. Nothing doing of that. All you need to know about Motar is he's a wrestler who sucks and also a human who sucks.
Give up?
Oh, gentle explosion. Oh, Jambo though determined. Are we going to get a repeat of that Kingpin Jim and Casey Logan match? Bulldog. powerful elbow drop delivered. Was not able to capitalise. Driven into the knee. Shades of Casey Logan there. Nearly got him. Zeke continues to just try and drive the wind out of Lula Jambo, who dodged that elbow but caught by a low blow. The great equaliser. Nothing fancy, there's big old clothesline. Jambo though, looking for a powerbomb, gets reversed into an Aurora Borealis. Just gonna let go and roll over. Jambo, spear! Time for that Death Valley driver. Zeke managed to escape, trying to choke Lulu Jambo, who just gets fired up by that. Into the handle, powerbomb. Why didn't you go for the cover? And that could be a costly error. Although by the look of it, the Z was still fired up. Hell of a spinebuster there from Jambo, who hits the ropes again. Spear! But not going for the cover. Instead just shaking the bosoms at the face. Slides at the back of the Magenta Flosion dropkick. Irish whip now. Back body drop and a beauty from Zeke, who is firing up. Both off the ropes, shoulder block. Oh, Death Valley driver. Trying to follow with a roll up. Did not work. Death Valley driver. Up top now. Cannonball. And Paradise Lock instead of a cover. Can we stop talking about Bram in the chat? Back and forth again. Jambo fired back again. Jambo, top frog splash! Cover! But could not put him away. Who is... I mean, they're just knocking each other's pans in. Magenta Fusion! Jambo right back up. What the fuck is going on? Roll up! And Canadian Zebra gets the win. Still leaving Jambo winless. Hell of a match though. What is it going to take Lulu Jambo to get a win? Honestly, Roberta, it might be this one. Now, you would have to think it's a case of when, not if Jambo gets a win. They're going longer and longer without one. It is going to take its toll on the confidence. Stop check. Right. We've got another Benny Hill on our hands. For Jen Steele versus Drew Mungus. Who have you got, chat? Betting is now open.
Fucking!
Oh shit, right. Yeah, this is a big challenge for Jen Steele. I mean, Big Drew Boy might not be up near the top of the table, but he is the man who beat Johnny Blood. Nobody can take that away from him. As do I, Chainsaw. Love them both. Still looking for the sharpshooter. Big senton, but there's the big choke boy. Poison Rana. Holy shit. He's done it again. Is Drew Mungus turning things around? And 96% for a 10-minute match as well is quite something. Although some people just click together, right? Just a reminder as well, I am updating the block as we go on with the stream. You can view that there. And that, yeah, that's exactly a point, Jim. Like, steel is sometimes susceptible to getting caught early. However, once they get going, they are nigh unstoppable. Yeah, live maths just for you. Who are you to say no? Anyway, next up, Mirabella versus Hannah Brightly. Able to set a bet. We'll get right into this one. Oh my god! No. Oh, a lot of betting going on Hannah Brightly here. Feel the force indeed. And yep, Hannah Brightly, who is currently in joint third place, could go up to joint second and stay there depending on other results with a win tonight. Dodged the Superman punch. Oh, just vicious. Forearms to the face of Hannah Brightly there. Whoops, Bella into the corner. Oh, kicks the leg out of the leg. And we do see this often. Brightly does like to focus on the lower extremities. But, I mean, as hard a hitter as Hannah Brightly is, cannot match power with Mirabella. Oh, once again trying to take out the leg. And a prawn hold. Kept Mira down for the one. Mira trips with the leg, gets caught. Pin. It's like fighting a damn tank. Winding up. For the Superman punch. Oh! Dodged it. But did not dodge that one. Cover. Trying to wind up properly for it again, but they're out of puff. And that could be Hannah's opening. Firing in with the fists again. Or with the forearms, rather. Swinging neck breaker from Brightly. Caught in the jawbreaker. You fool! Oh, set out jawbreaker. It's caught! Gustbuster! And again, targeting the leg. Because one thing you're not going to do is tire Hannah Brightly out. Not going to happen. Fold it up with a power bomb. Continuing to weaken the leg. Gets caught. A Dama slam. Brightly is not done yet. And not afraid to go toe to toe with Mirabella. Firing back. A Jeebus effect like elbow there. And exhaustion could be key here. That could be Hannah's key to victory. Getting the crowd on side. Mira managed to dodge the sling blade. And Mira trying to buy herself time to recover, gets tossed to the outside. Oh, and letting Mira recover. That could be a mistake on Hannah's part. But sitting that, throwing her body just in the way of Mira's body, stopped her from getting the Superman punch off. There's Hannah firing up. Facebuster. Cover. Brightly up top. Hits the double stomp. Into the cover. Oh, reverse suplex, and you think about the damage that Brightly took it early on. Could be costly later in the match. But seems to be dealing with it okay right now. Sling blade. Into the cover. Could not get it done. Mira using just the strength to try and drive the wind out of Hannah, but as I said, you're not going to exhaust Hannah Brightly. Boundless stamina. As we see there in the chat, people trying to utilise automated services to get themselves tickets for this one, and it's already a sellout. Big Ants Johnson is down, but he's recovering right in time for Hannah to hit the sling blade again. Mira, though, back up and just firing away with the fists. This has been a hell of a match so far. Lariat. Hannah. Set out. Sleeper slam. Into the cover. Oh God, the edge crusher there. But Brightly's still not done. Nearly out on their feet. Oh, bridge. And Hannah Brightly gets it. Does it again. 100% well earned by both individuals, and Hannah Brightly continuing the march up the table to 16 points, joint second now alongside Johnny Blood. But John Blood also has a match in hand. Alright, time for the semi-main event. Tom Newton, 1/3 of X Factor 2000, going up against John Blood, who's coming in off the back of his first loss in the Summit. Not just that, but his first loss in a long while. Chat, who you? See, some people were taking the bookies to the cleaners there with the Hannah Brightly win. Dun, 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 dun. Worldwide, baby! Limp Bizkit is in the house. Let's see how that betting is going. Nobody has bet on Tom.
Chocolate starfish! Fight.
Here we go.
Yeah!
No, Roberta. It is an excerpt of a song that I have just put the Limp Bizkit audio on over and over again. It's the ropes. Oh, caught Johnny square with a kick. I think his beard protected him from that one.
Yeah! Give up?
Ah, well, how you doing? So, Tom, young, inexperienced, has to use his guile, cunning, speed, agility to get through this one. Super noodles is one thing, Roberta, but you ever tried eating chips with a spoon? It don't work. And we have to do it all the time because Johnny always steals our forks, leaves us with no forks in catering. I keep forgetting to British.
5 minutes gone.
Trying for a cover off a missed drop kick.
Give up.
Cartwheel drop kick. Oh, a low blow there from John Blood, followed by the kick to the face. Into the cover. Newton out at 2. Johnny continuing to try and wear Tom down. Oh, beautiful! Rebound arm drag there. And now try to work on Johnny's legs. Interesting strategy. Sent full speed into the ropes again. Into the atomic drop. Johnny coming back off with a flying clothesline. Now looking to follow with the big boy center on. Tom recovered though. Oh, Enziguri into the small package. Tom using his technical know-how to good effect here. I say that right as Johnny just unloads with a flurry of punches as he goes up top. Standing big boy off the top. Oh, kicks a leg out of the leg. Oh, dropped a big boy off the top. Hooks the leg. And Johnny's foot's under the ropes, but the referee did not notice it. Oh, once again, kicks out Johnny's leg. And trying to just buy himself a bit of time to try and recover here. Oh, he's firing up. Into the Cazadora stomp. Moonsault. Nearly gone.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's trying for the Batista bomb on the floor. Managed to reverse into the Rana. And Tom is taking the fight to him. 11. Here they go again. Low blow from Johnny, but fires back with a super kick. So Johnny sends him into the ropes, flies in with that flying clothesline again. Looking for the big boy, gets it. Tom up, ready to fight. Oh, but I think Paul's just threw Johnny a chair. Flies off top with that moonsault with reckless abandon. But there's Johnny with a pile driver. And just like that, it was a spirited fight from Tom Newton, but it was not to be. Johnny gets back to his winning ways. So that puts him up level on top with Otar, who still, of course, has match yet to come. Next, our main event. I mean, we are a third of the way through. I guess now we'll start to see roughly where these people might be ending up. Right now, it does not look good for Tom. Rooted to second bottom. Saved only from the infamy of that by Lulu Jambo, who is yet to get a victory. But now, it is time for the main event. Also, just so everyone knows, so we can get into the Monster Prom stuff after this. I'm only going to be doing the one bear fight tonight. That would be the one Roberta requested earlier. Just so I'm not too late, you know. But it is now time for the main event. Kayla versus Otar. Otar still unbeaten. In fact, just has won every match and is now the record holder for the most consecutive wins in the recorded Wrestleverse history. The Monster Prom gang tonight will be myself, Swedish Ace, and Kiwi Bird. Otar looking to keep that one going. 10-0. 10 in a row is an insane record. And that is what Otar is aiming for tonight. But with every win, the pressure mounts up. You'll love it, Chainsaw. Sorry, Swedish. You will love Monster Prom. Oh, knee to the bum bum. But there's one thing we know, it is that Kayla hates other people's arms. So watch out for a lot of focusing on the arms from Kayla in this match. Oh, but Otar deciding that a bit of turnabout could be fair play. Shot, and again Otar in with the elbow. Oh, gets caught, dragging through leg whip. Fine, Otar, let's be honest, came into this block with no expectations. Came in as an underdog. You'd be absolutely welcome to Chainsaw. And has just outperformed everybody in both blocks. Oh, but now it begins. No worries, Will. You have yourself a good dinner, mate.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, looking for that Aurora Borealis. Otar into a Texas cloverleaf. Some nice evasive manoeuvres. Gets caught by a Pele kick. Hits the ropes, but Kayla recovered. A lot of this so far, no real huge damage has been done. A lot of it has just been these two trying to figure each other out still. Oh, huge drop kick to the face, and that could be the turning point. Caught in the roll up. Dragged by the arm. And now, again, targeting the arm. Back and forth. As Kayla hits the ropes. Blocked Otar's strike. Nailed one of her own. Oh, powerbomb out of the Rana attempt, but too close to the ropes. I mean, these two are very evenly matched in a lot of ways. Similar stature, similar strength and speed. Both technically sound. I would say Kayla that bit more vicious. But Otar goes up top. Oh, saw that Caleb was recovering. Oh, bit of duck soup there, but caught a package pile driver. Oh no, could that be it? Otar out at 2. Otar though fires up, hits the ropes. Into the pop-up Rana, into the cover centre of the ring, but 2 count only. Just nothing fancy there, just a rolling strike from Kayla, who's now caught in the corner. Eating those kicks to the midsection. Otar went into the cover, too close to the rope, so if at first you don't succeed, try again. Kayla though, with a roll through. Otar trying to take the back. Raider stretch. Rowing the boat gently down the stream, gets caught in the power bomb out of the Rana though. Into the pop-up Rana, centre of the ring. Oh. Is Caitlin going for the phenomenon? Otar manages to fight his way out. Brainbuster. Cover. Otar though kicks the leg out the leg. Followed by the drop kick. But just this simple yet effective snap suplex brings the momentum back Kayla's way. Oh, slide through DDT. And Otar is starting to tire. You can see it. And oh, caught, elbow drop. Into the pump handle driver. But Otar still will not stay down. Sit back, rolled through, into the cover. And it's been done! Kayla gets the win! Otar's streak ends at 9 wins in a row. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of. But now, does that mean the pressure is off for Otar? And it was a hell of a match as well. They figured each other out. It was just Kayla managed to get the better of it. Oh, thank you, Vitaly Kravko, 96 for the follow. So now Otar goes 9 and 1, so back to being joint top with John Blood. Kayla, in the meantime, slides that bit further up the table. Up into being level with CM Chainsaw, Bronson Lee, Henry Rivers, Brian J. That will do it for the summit tonight. It's been a great night. We'll catch you all tomorrow for Block B. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.